These are the desserts we are covering today. Each one tells a different chapter of American history. We will start with the most famous of them all. Number 1. The chocolate chip cookie. This is, without question, the most famous American cookie ever made, and it was created entirely by accident. The year was 1938. The place was the Toll House Inn, a small restaurant in Whitman, Massachusetts. The owner, a woman named Ruth Wakefield, was baking a batch of chocolate butter cookies for her guests. She ran out of baker's chocolate, so she chopped up a bar of semi-sweet Nestlé chocolate, expecting it to melt into the dough. It didn't melt. The chocolate held its shape, and the chocolate chip cookie was born. The classic version is crispy on the edges, soft in the center, packed with semi-sweet chocolate chips, and best enjoyed warm, with a cold glass of milk. Number 2. New York cheesecake. Cheesecake itself is ancient. The Greeks were baking versions of it over 2,000 years ago. But the New York style is something completely different. It was perfected in the early 1900s by a deli owner in Manhattan named Arnold Rubin. He wanted a cheesecake that was richer, denser, and creamier than anything else in the city. So he leaned heavily on cream cheese, and that single decision changed dessert history. A true New York cheesecake has a signature dense, ultra-smooth, rich texture. It uses a heavy cream cheese base, sits on a crushed graham cracker crust, and is traditionally served plain, or topped with a fresh fruit compote like strawberry or cherry. No flour, no fluff, no shortcuts. That is the New York way. Number 3. Apple pie. You have heard the phrase, as American as apple pie. But here is something most people don't realize. Apple pie is not originally American. The recipe came from England in the 1300s, and apples themselves were brought to North America by European settlers. So how did it become America's national symbol? Because Americans made it their own. They used local apple varieties, added cinnamon and nutmeg, perfected the flaky double crust, and turned it into the centerpiece of every Thanksgiving table. A classic American apple pie is sweet, cinnamon-spiced, baked inside a flaky, buttery double crust, and at its most iconic when served warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Number 4. Brownies. The brownie was born in Chicago in the late 1800s, inside one of the most famous hotels in America, the Palmer House Hotel. The story goes that Bertha Palmer, the hotel owner's wife, asked her chefs to create a dessert for ladies attending the 1893 World's Fair. She wanted something rich and chocolatey, but small enough to fit in a boxed lunch. The chefs invented a flat, dense, fudgy chocolate square and called it the brownie. The Palmer House still serves the original 1893 recipe today. It is glazed with apricot jam and topped with walnuts. And that is every iconic American dessert, explained. Every one of these desserts carries a piece of American history inside it. If you learned something new today, leave a comment with your favorite. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe. There is a lot more food history coming.